Alright, welcome indeed back to our PoE playthrough for Act 3. I actually went back to Act 2 and I wanted to check out if the vendor had anything, and he happens to have a nice little war staff that grants me extra damage. So it's 27 to 57 versus a 18 to 37, so a little bit more damage. We're just going to go ahead and pick this up specifically because of the links. We went ahead and also purchased these gems. I just got these by going to Yina, and I just purchased them. The ones I've got are rage support, as I want to level this up, melee physical damage support, and close combat, as I want to level these up. I'm also going to check if he has any other items that have 3 reds in them, that it's another weapon. And they don't have to be linked. Like for this, I just want this. Unfortunately, it's two-handed. I want 2 one-handeds, ideally, with just a bunch of red sockets. I'm going to go ahead and pick this up. Actually, 27 to 40. It's lower. Oh, I have no space for this. Let's go move this over here. And the reason why I want this is I want to still level these up. So what I'm going to do now is put in that Molten Strike. And I'm going to go put that Ancestral Call, and then I can, if I want to throw in melee physical, I can get more melee damage. These I still need to put in my helm, because I'm going to swap this weapon out. And now, this other weapon I had, which had Herald of Ice, because I was leveling that up, I can go move this over here. Sometimes this game is all about being efficient with that space. You gotta learn how to play Tetris. We'll go put this in and get another chromatic. I just used it so I can have extra space to level up more gems. But this one over here, we're gonna want rage support. That'll be for like way later. Go swap to this, as this will be our main source of damage. This item now we can go get rid of, so I'm going to sell this item.
Return.
And now we have, what is this? This one. Okay, this is the one we're leveling up. So we can also put melee physical damage, and the best way to check your damage, it's not always the best, but it still is a nice way to kind of check for damage. I'm gonna move my cam out of the way. So you can see our damage over here. Make sure you select the right skill. If I put in the melee physical damage, you can see how much damage it does add. Whereas if I was to put, let's say, added fire damage, we get 359. So you can look at it like 359 or 364. What is more valuable? But sometimes it doesn't count until you get to the area where you can actually have your buffs up. This is actually something important. So first we'll go talk to Gregor, because he's got a quest, or he's got an exclamation mark above his head. We'll now continue on, and we gotta go to the Crematorium. And let's go ahead and see the difference in damage. I'm gonna make sure I have all my buffs up, and we are good on that. So now we're at 380. So I put this in, that's 469, and this one is 490. So before, remember, this one actually gave us more damage, but this one, some of them, they'll scale higher too. It depends on like actually what you're doing. But some of them, sometimes they'll give you different numbers. Like this one technically is better now, but this one might scale. It kind of just depends on the item over here. But yeah, since we're kind of scaling physical damage anyways, and more physical damage equals more life. Where is it? 0.4 of physical attack damage leeches us life. So there's other reasons why you would try to prioritize something over another. But hello, Isaac, how you doing as well? All right, go ahead and summon our skeleton boys. And we have Flicker Strike on this, so we can attack with it. It actually looks kind of funny. I actually haven't really used that war staff, but the most important thing is it's just a two-handed weapon, as that's what we're scaling right now. And you can see we're kind of running into mana problems right now. So we might want to think about getting some more mana nodes, or these are really good to get. These 2 stone rings. We will definitely identify these. Oh, physical damage added to attacks. Okay, outclasses like one of these, right? Oh, this grants us attack speed. I want to keep the attack speed. Mana on kill. We're kind of running out of mana as well. But we'll go ahead and level up the Flicker Strike. We actually got a 15 quality from, I think, part 1 of our playthrough, which was awesome. But you'll see that this, since this is a white item, we'll be able to upgrade it. I ideally would like to get an Essence. To go do that, we'll need the Sewer Keys. So just keep on moving. Ooh, a Spiked Club. Alright, well we got a unique item. Let's see if it's any good. So we have decent amount of damage, so one-handed. We have reduced attack speed, increased stun duration. I mean, honestly, because it doesn't have the link, sometimes it's more valuable to use the item that has less DPS. So I'll just actually end up changing this for Alk Shards, which is kind of disappointing, but again, I need the right sockets, otherwise no point in it. I'm going to get this, which would be quite nice. Here we go, Crematorium. Get that. Oh, look at that. We already got it right off the bat. So there's another one of those puzzles, the Trial of Ascendancies. This one, there's a bunch of fire. I recommend not standing in the fire, but if you know what you're doing, you can basically just rush it.
I cannot do this yet.
Nope, you got rubber banded. Sometimes that will indeed happen. But you can just use your leap and basically leap across, and that way you won't really take that much damage in the first place. Click on the thing, and you'll see that we'll be able to continue. Ooh, nice. And you'll see exactly where you need to do these trials. I'll have it linked down below. 4 cents. What's that number, Isaac?
You're simply too stupid to
The
be
cracking
realistic,
recipe?
aren't you, brute?
It's not that totem. Oh. Might have had to drop the totem.
My mana is gone.
Do you even feel pain? Enough of this.
If you run out of mana and you're still using the attack, it will just swap you to a basic attack, so you can just still hold the button down. And then now we get to deliver the bracelet. Do we get a waypoint? I think we did. But I'm just going to go ahead. Once again, save ourselves some town portals. We can also talk to all the people that have an exclamation mark. We have Anger, so that will deal additional fire damage with attacks. We get Warlord's Mark. I think it'd be good to show off an aura. I'm going to make these be an aura anyways. Yeah, here we go. Actually, technically we already have auras. Pride is okay because it's going to make them take more physical damage, which is our main source of damage, but it absorbs 50% of our mana, which is a huge amount. Same thing with like Anger, but this is quite nice to have as well, but it does cost too much. I'm going to go ahead and let's do Vulnerability, because I want to show off what a Hex is in the game.
General Gravicius demanding.
Don't do anything on.
So an enemy can only have one Hex on him at a time, unless you get very specific items that allow you to go and do have more.
It would be wrong to do that here.
And as you can see, if you click on the Ascendancy plaque, some of these actually it'll just say unknown area. I think if you complete the game, it'll just tell you exactly where they're located, but you can go to the website. I'll link it also down below. You got slapped today? Well, sounds like fun, Kappa. But actually, I don't think we grabbed the waypoint, but that's okay. We have the sewer keys now, which basically makes us backtrack anyways, and we're going to have to go through this area. But now we'll have the keys, so we can open that up. We can also level up the Vault Righteous Fire. Not that I'm really using the skill, but why not? But yes, there is a new league. But how you doing, Ronnie? You said you watched the last Heist League. Well, I hope you enjoyed it. Did you enjoy Heist? I thought Heist was a really cool idea. I mean, the thing had a couple bugs where like things wouldn't progress, but I'm sure that they probably fixed it now. But I usually, like, when Path of Exile comes out, I'm usually like on it for the first like week or two, and then I get to end game, and then either I get burnt out or it's like basically the same amount of content. Although this one has some type of new end game where you get to fight like a bunch of bosses, so that will be new. So you'll see that there are these platinum busts. You can pick these up. You can talk to Hargon about them, or you can just pick them up. But there are 3 platinum busts that we want to get, and you'll see that there is this area is blocked off for right now. We'll access it later. Ooh, there's a 4-link axe. That could be maybe an upgrade. Gonna find the last one now. Hopefully it's this area and we don't have to backtrack over there for the last platinum bust, which it might make us do. So you can get a hideout. So I mentioned before, like I clicked on the area to trade where I went to the hideout. These are how you get hideouts. You just clear out the area and then it'll give you the hideout. But yeah, you'll come across this. I'm not going to do this one, but all you got to do is clear out the area. It's really self-explanatory. And then you'll have that area as your hideout. But since I've already done it before, I probably have a bunch of the hideouts to select from. And it carries over from your previous league, but if you don't have one, then yeah, do this one. I think this one, everyone gets it. At least it spawns in for me every single time. We actually are missing one of the platinum busts, and I want to do this quest. So I'm going to go back, and unfortunately, we didn't get the 3rd one, which is probably hiding over here. Oh, there's a yellow that we forgot to limb. Got someone all like the zombie guys, or my skeletons. You can actually get zombies in this game as well, but that requires a corpse. And also the reason why we have that in the first place is because it was the Vol gem, and I actually do like the summon skeletons. The Vol one, it's nice to have. Oh, really? Wasn't over here? We have one more. Yeah, we got one more platinum bust to get. Oh, you know what? It might be right here. I didn't even have to go all the way down there. It could be right here, but sometimes with these games, you never know. So Victario's Secrets, the reason why we want to do this one is because it will grant us a skill. There we go. And we have all of them. Now I can go back to town right now and deliver them, but what I like to do is try to be as efficient as possible with my time, so we're actually going to do this in a different order. But if you guys don't like the Ritual League mechanic, you don't have to participate in it, but I think it's usually worth it to actually do it. In the very beginning, you can skip out maybe the first few, unless like you see a really good item like that. Chaos Orb is definitely worth getting. It'll get you a unique item. In fact, I'll need to basically do that so I can get something with a huge amount of armor. As right now I have a huge chance to dodge an attack, but if I take damage, I need some armor to scale off of. Alright. And then now we have the other item, which we will use. I just want to try to get another waypoint here to be as efficient as possible. But how you doing, Simply? Alright, so we got a waypoint, we'll go right back into town, deliver these busts, and we'll be okay. And sometimes you'll notice if like an item doesn't like the texture doesn't load in like properly, it's just because I have a setting where it downscales the resolution. If there's like too many things, then it tries to like load in. So this is actually not too bad, 19 to 39. It is a little bit lower, but it's a 4-link. Now that could make it so much better. If it was just 3 reds, I could technically throw in the close combat. It's not like that bad. What else do I have that I can like link with it? Faster attacks could be linked with it. I'm okay right now. I'm just gonna keep this.
What's going on?
Even though like this is not bad at all. It's just the numbers don't match up for me. And I'm gonna actually sell these. Oh, this one's like it's not considered good enough, so we're just getting alt shards. Normally you get alch shards, which are much, much better. It does hit significantly hard. We can keep this. If it sold for alch shards, I would be like, okay, let's just get some alch shards. But because it's not giving us alch shards, I'd rather just throw it in my stash over here. Now you'll have a stash too, but yours definitely won't have as many as I do. I purchased these. You'll have some to access, but the amount that you have will definitely be a little different as I've purchased them. But don't worry, you don't have to purchase anything in this game. It's an actual free-to-play game. And what I mean by that is like you don't actually have to spend money on it. A lot of games, they say that they're free-to-play. You know, they're really not. There's no pay-to-win in this game, though, at all. So now that we've delivered the bus, right? Okay, we delivered the bus, and then there's Piety's Pet. So there's 2 quests in Act 3 that will grant you stuff. Stat points. Oh, we got another Orb of Alteration. It's a nice little thing to have early on. Maybe these gauntlets will be okay as well. Gentleman Queen as well. I mean, we lost out on our totems at some point because I didn't have enough to support it. And if you guys still have the totem I probably could still recommend to use. You can use that pretty much to the end of the game, as it's just there as a nice little distraction. And you can also make it so it basically starts up applying debuffs, which is actually really helpful. I'm throwing down Blood Rage. If I can remember to activate Blood Rage, I should do it all the time, as it is worth it. I'm going to start doing these rituals again, just so I can see what the rewards are and see like the mechanics. I've been skipping out a lot of these. Jeez, this is like quite tough now. Alright. Ooh, 10 to all attributes and fizz damage. It's not too bad. We can actually afford it, but I'm going to defer the item. Eventually, we're going to get this Chaos Sword. Wait, how much? We're going to get the Alk first. We're going to keep on rolling for it. We'll eventually use that for either an armor piece. Like, I wanted this. I wanted to try to chance it for you guys for entertainment purposes, but unfortunately, it just didn't go in our way. I could have bought one that had all the colors, but I wanted to show off the mechanic of that one. Festival Mask. Hey, I was playing new player, Leslie, you can follow my guide. What am I playing? I am doing a Berserker with Flicker in mind with Cyclone, like Flicker / Cyclone. My end game goal is Impale. So it's going to be Impale Flicker, probably Paradoxia. It depends, like, you know, obviously on what we get for drops. But I'm definitely going to start off doing Flicker with Terminus, as I really don't like too many builds in this game for starting out, with the exception of Flicker. It's kind of like when you play Diablo 2, you roll Sorceress, right? That's just, it's normal to roll Sorceress in the very beginning because you want to get, like, you know, your loot up real fast, be able to, like, farm. And for me personally, I feel like Flicker is one of the easiest builds to get up and running. Trapper, it can be relatively good too for doing, but that's like, Trapper I feel like is a lot slower, but like you can hit really fast. I understand you can kill bosses insanely fast, but the thing is that I just don't really like the mechanic of throwing something down and waiting, whereas I'd rather just go real fast and just delete the entire map. Alright, so we can defer the item once again, unless we get some extra, like, oh wait, we got, what's this? If it doesn't have, these boots are actually really good for like low level. We're gonna go ahead and once again defer the item, make it cost a little less. But we're getting to our little waypoint here. These are definitely worth doing. Later down the line, I want to say maybe it's starting at like level 50 is when they can start dropping the 6-link corrupted. I'm actually not sure off the top of my head, but I know you can get at like maybe like 50-ish. You can get a 6-link item, and it's huge to get those in the very beginning. That's a 4. That's not too bad. But like we already have, if it was like the right colors, I'd pick it up. It's actually worth. I should probably organize this inventory a little better. It's not that big a deal. If we don't get the, let's see, what is 640? That's actually going to be better. So we can go ahead and upgrade this, and we get some life leech while we're using it. Okay, I'll swap this one up for this. I'd like to have it like this. So this one's on 4 and 5. Shadow of Vengeance. Ooh, studded belt. I mean, I'll see what it is. See if it's an upgrade. Actually, these are it's actually not bad. I mean, we're losing how much damage? So this is the most important number over here. It's 23. Don't really lose out on that much. It does grant us extra life regen. It's just like overall worth it. This can roll up to 24%, so it's not really like it's that great anyways. It's just all white. Woo! We got an Orb of Chance. Oh, actually, this is a 4-link. It's really not that. Wait, 24 to 41? It's corrupted, though. So, unfortunately, we can't really do too much with it. Another stat point. We're just gonna get this cold res. I just want to get all of these 3 reses, and then that way we can focus in on more damage. And then it will actually, I think the next item that I want to buy, once we get that one alch or that chaos orb, what I want to do is get Shiver Sting or the Etch of Madness. We'll probably get those pretty soon. It's just a unique sword. It just gives me like okay damage, and the sword will also scale with me leveling up, which is kind of cool. So as I get further in the game, that'd be good. And then we get Terminus S. I think at 40 or 51. We'll look out for that. Summon all the skeleton guys. There we go. Start the ritual. What's this one? I like having all these minions. I love that ball skeletons. That was really nice to pick up. Alright, what did we get? I gotta defer the item again. Oh, since I already deferred it, I can't defer it again. There's one more ritual, and there's 2 items to reveal, so I'll go ahead and reveal the last one. I feel like what it should do, though, for the ritual... is that the end of it? Oh. So I'm going to double check on this. So... Oh, wait, we can just click on this at any time. So we have 617, and I want to test this out. So 617. Let me write that number down before I forget. Okay, so 617. But have a good one, Isaac. Thanks for stopping by. Let's go ahead and open up there. Oh, what the heck was this meteor? Oh, okay. Oh, so it does separate it every single time. We can defer the item once. Ooh, actually, this is 27 to... Oh. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the sockets that I want, and I kind of need the sockets as well as the item. 27 to 57. Oh, that's like the same amount of damage, but it doesn't have the sockets, and it actually adds 14 to 28 cold. It's actually not bad. It is definitely an upgrade to what we have currently. But I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of the rituals. So each one does have its own currency area. So that is confirmed now. So I guess at the last one, the best thing to do is just spend it. I like how you can just open that up at any time. So what I should have done is like right before zoning into the next area, just spent all the points. So that I like that you don't have to actually be next to it. You have a weapon that I might want? Oh, I appreciate it, but I'm gonna do our full playthrough with like no help. One of my buddies was also like, dude, you want me to rush you? Like, no, we're doing the full campaign. As I enjoy doing this, as every single time, you know, I learn more stuff with this game, and like also I feel like each time I play through this, the playthroughs, at least in my opinion, they're getting better. We unfortunately didn't get the barracks, but this should be as soon as we warped in, right? Okay. Actually, is there another league mechanic? Is this the last one? Oh, it tells you how many are remaining, and I could just use... Oh, this is just to get... Okay. So I've already deferred the item. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Alright, I'm not going to really bother with the armor scrap. I like getting these in the very beginning. I mean, let's see. Do I have an alk? Well, it depends. What is the item chimney? You want to link me it? Also, this way so they can like see how like the item chat, you know, works. Really wish we hopped over that, but unfortunately we got rubber banded. But yeah, we need the last fire resistance, and now the fire resistance is like actually the best usually for this game. And now you can see our resistances. Yeah, you can see it. My face isn't blocking it. So we got 52 fire res, 83 cold, 79 lightning res, and now we are chilling with the resistances. And one thing I actually want to get is this waypoint that's over here. I really hate how you have to kill all the enemies to interact with this, because sometimes I feel like I just want to start the thing, like I can take it on, you know?
My mana is gone.
We can get all our skeleton boys out. Start using that flicker shred. This is our skill that I want to use, but like it's too hard to sustain in the very beginning. In fact, I'd say it's like impossible. Ooh, storm chargers over here. I just want it for an extra 5 movement speed. Is it worth it? 4%, 5% movement speed. I like how you get some unique. Oh, dude, I want the essences. Yes, grab this. This is 100%. This is what we want. All right. Can I defer the item? Oh, it's already been deferred. Okay. So let me show you guys what an essence does. I'm gonna move this out of the way. Okay, you need to be dead. Okay. So let's take this out. I don't think you can use essence when it has stuff in it. There we go. So what I should have read what it did first, but I just saw that it was yellow. Or it turns your white item into a yellow item, and it'll usually say like it will give you plus something. I'm sorry I didn't read it out. I'll check next time. But like what it grants me now is +1 to lightning gems, 10 intelligence, 30% spell damage, 75 to maximum mana, increased fire res, and burn damage. What did I actually get out of this? 75 mana. Am I happy with it? Actually, yes, because I was kind of having mana problems. But generally, you want to also know what the item can roll on it. Like, generally, war staffs might have like a higher chance to, let's say, get extra mana versus a sword, or like different items can roll different things. I don't want to overwhelm you guys with content. Just be like, hold on, let me go open up this Excel sheet to see. But you can browse. The Path of Exile wiki is a fantastic tool. So we'll get this ribbon spoiled. There should be an elite that we kill over here. Here it is. Did we get him already? He just melted. Silver coin. I'll show you how this mechanic works. It's to get prophecies. And now we're going to go to the right. But I'm going to go back into town. We'll talk to Navali, and I think this is our first silver coin. Oh, look at that Minecraft graphics. All right, so Navali is over here, and I'm going to use the silver coin. So I'm going to seek a prophecy.
I will see you again.
So if I go view my prophecies, I can click what's called seek prophecy, and it costs 1 silver coin. Is it worth to do these? I mean, for me, Like this one, you can seal it and then it'll be like a little orb and you can trade it, sell it, do whatever. But this one says, I'll encounter a rogue exile who wears only rare items. So when you kill him, maybe you'll get something cool. There are certain ones that people actually do want to buy. More than likely, you won't get those in the very beginning. But let's go ahead and sell. Some NPCs won't let you sell. I feel like all of them should, though. Like, it'd be kind of that nice quality of life. I was using this for attack speed, right? Okay, yeah, I really value attack speed in this game, especially early on, so that's probably not going to get swapped out for a while. And at this point, let me see. I don't really need this. Oh, I also like to put on the 2 stone rings. I love using those essences on those. Those are like actually one of my favorite things for progression. That's like kind of crafting in a sense. Go talk to him. And we will continue on. Oh, you linked me the item. Oh, thank you, thank you. So you can link items in chat. I believe is it Control-Alt-Shift? What's the hotkey for it, Chimley, on default? So we got wide swing. So you can link items to a friend, or if you want to trade or something and you're just whispering someone. Increase area of effect. So this is pretty good. It gives you mana on kill. That would be a huge upgrade for me for sure. And it's a 4-link. Let me get an alch. I'm pretty sure, like for example, if I go to PoE trade, this would probably be an item that would be better. But I want to make sure, like, you know, it like I you know, since you're from the stream, I appreciate you. Username. Okay, so if I was to go to this and type in wide swing on PoE.trade, or again, use the Visual Path of Exile website, use whichever one that you want. Yeah, it is a very cheap item, and I will show you guys that it's a very cheap item. The thing that's most frustrating with this game is when people don't respond to your trade. So I'm just showing you guys that, like, yeah, you can buy this item for 1 alchemy. It's not like this guy, he's hooking me up super hard over here. Yeah, it's just like I'll give you an alch for it, okay? That way it's not like I'm having a friend like give me like a super uber item and I'm able to progress. It's mostly because I hate in the very beginning in this game that people just don't. It doesn't even matter if it's the very beginning. In Path of Exile, when you trade, especially like for like lower tier items, sometimes people they'll list an item and then they'll progress in the game and they'll be like, well, that currency is like. It's too small, like it's not worth their time. So they just don't respond. I feel like on the average rate of people responding in this game, in the first like couple days, it's actually not too bad, but eventually, you know, people like they fall asleep or something. Or I don't know. For whatever reason, people just don't respond. I wish there was like an auction house where you would just buy something and you could input it and that was it. So yeah, let me get that Orb of Alchemy and I'm gonna buy it off you. And that will definitely increase our DPS, and it'll give us the 4 links, which is something I desperately need. Because right now we're running, what, 3? What were the colors on the sockets, too? Oh. Alright, I'm going to have to do some RNG, because it's got not enough reds. And that's what we want. And I got 3 chances so far on my chromatics. Now, I would probably recommend you guys not to spam chromatics. Just buy the item with the correct ones. And that will make your life a lot easier. Yeah, overall, like, I probably should even... how far are you, by the way, are you in the game, Chimley? We can go get the plum. I just wanted the waypoint over here for this. As... we have to do Victario's, our Piety's pets over here. So let's go back for the ribbon swap. I just want this waypoint for later. Okay.
Believe me.
So now I can choose whatever one I want. In my instance, I will always have strength. I got the dexterity one. Remember, I said I would save it. This one has strength and intel. It doesn't really matter at this point. I mean, I could just get the strength one, and we'll see what it does. And we got extra strength. Just in case I want to equip an item, I won't really have problems with strength, as generally that's where you start off with the on the tree on the Marauder. You're going to get naturally a lot. We actually have to get an item that's, I think, somewhere down here. it's over here. Okay, there we go. You're in Act 8, I gotcha. Yeah, I started a little bit late, and obviously, since we're doing a playthrough, I'm stopping and explaining things, slows me down a little bit. Ooh, there we go, another level up.
I will remind it.
There we go, get that sulfide and bring it over. We'll go do one of these. Ooh. The lightning ball one seems a little bit dangerous, but I like how it like bounces back. I feel like it goes really fast. Are we going to defer that? Wait, we already deferred that item. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Wait. Hold on. This could be something pretty good. It grants us fire, lightning res, extra fire resistance, extra lightning resistance. That's a huge amount of resistances. Although the offensive stats are like, they're okay. These rings, specifically the 2 stone rings, are really good to get in the very beginning of the game, as again, you can just throw on a one of those essences like we did with the staff. But there's also that other, I think it was an axe. Do we want to do it again? Let's see if we can get enough. We have 180. So I want to check how much points we're getting for each one of these. Oh, so is it how long you stay in? Curious to see how this thing works. Might be different mechanic for each one. But we're like 400. Yo, we're gonna get that elk. Okay, let's see. Yo, we can finally get the elk. Alright, I'm ready to buy it. Oh, what else is here, though? There's 0 rituals remaining. 500 tribute for that. Okay. Okay. Ooh. 20 orbs of fusing. That could be pretty good. So this is our first, what's called a divination card. What they allow us to do is if we get all of them, like you get 7 of these lucky connections, we will get 20 orbs of fusing. So when an item is not linked, like see how there's 2 linked right here, and this one there's no link, it randomly tries to link the item. It could be 3, it could go none, it just tries to randomizes it. What you want to try to do is quality an item. Ooh, this could be good too. You want to quality the item before doing that. I'm not going to use... These are kind of more expensive, and I'm not going to like waste them. As that would be kind of a waste right now. But let's see if we have anything else we can... This helm is definitely way better. Unfortunately, it's just... Do I need this? Purity, Ash. I do need Purity and Ash right now, so I can't really swap those out. I think the melee splash support can wait, because this grants us way more evasion rating. And so I'm going to value that right now. So we'll go ahead and also recast our buffs because we took them out. And then there's Blood Rage, which I can just throw in right here. All right. But, Chimney, can I get that axe from you now? Can I buy it from you? If you're ready, that is. If not, it's all good. So yeah, we got the thing, right? Okay, so we got this item. And I'm going to be smart about it. And we are going to go to character selection. You can also, if you play on hardcore, obviously most of you guys probably won't want to play on hardcore, and I do not recommend playing this game on hardcore. You can just exit the game, and that will save you from dying. I also really like this skin over here from the bear. It almost looks like we got no pants on. It's just the way the armor looks. But I can also show you really quick. Just send me a party invite when you're ready, Chimbley. But if I want to change the skin of an item, you can get a skin transfer in the game. They're, I think, like 50 cents. Like that. This is real money, by the way. These are just cosmetic. I'll just equip some just so I can show you guys what they look like. You can only equip one to a character at a time, but you can always just get it back. Some of these, though, like the purple eyes. Actually, you guys can't even see that one because of my helmet. Let me remove this. So you can get these purple glowing eyes. They are free. Like they had like these special events where you can open up boxes every year for the Path of Exile's birthday. You get a free random skin, which is really cool. So like a lot of these I got for free. Also, if you use Twitch Prime, like this one was free too. I did buy this one. This one looks really cool. I like that one a lot. I like it when you combo it with, I think this one. This one. I like how it looks. It's supposed to look like this. Actually, since it clips through the thing, and it's specifically on this one. Wait, on this one. I just like how it looks. But yeah, this one. The name of this one is called the Demon King Body Armor. There's also a bleached one, and I like the bleached one as well. You can also get a weapon effect that'll have like a glow, or you can make it bleed. These are just cosmetics. Again, they don't do anything for the game. In fact, most of these, like I said, I got for free, with the exception of the Demon King one. You can also get footprints. This kind of helps while you're walking. You can see now that it has these little footprints. You can also get a lot of these rewards by just playing the game. Oh, you can equip it. What's this one do? Well, this one looks really cool. Hey, that one looks awesome. I really like it when you're playing with like a friend and like I'm basically carrying them. What I like these for is like it makes it easier for people to follow. You can also get pets. They don't do anything other than follow you around. But yeah, those are pets. I'm just gonna remove it because it can lag the game if you have. Well, it depends on what build you're playing. But anyways, let's go ahead and sell some stuff now that we've got some upgrades and.
You looking sharp?
We can sell some of our older stuff over here. In fact, all these items here, they're kind of just wasting space, so I'm going to throw them in our stash. So I had this tab over here. You won't have this one at the start, because unless you buy it. This one, I believe it costs, it can go on sale sometimes for like $5. But this is the only thing that I would say that is really nice to have in the game. It's not required, but I recommend, if you like Path of Exile, the currency stash tab is the name. It makes it really easy for you to put all of your items in here, so you can have a nice inventory to mess around with. But I'm just going to throw in all these. Keep the gems in the off chance that we're actually able to start leveling these up. Actually, I should be leveling up this one. I don't have an extra fire. These ones won't mess around when... This one, I don't even know I have equipped. But if there's any gems that have quality, for example, on our Flicker Strike on one of these, it says that has quality. Pick up all quality gems and save them. I'll show what you can do with them later. Basically, you'll get something to upgrade your gems. So now we're going to go use the dust over here that we just got, and we're going to talk to Dahlia. And we will deliver it.
You may go.
And then we're gonna get the Infernal Talic, and then we're gonna go back to the sewers and use it to get rid of this little thing that kind of blocks. I skipped out on getting blocked by it because I know what happens. It's just right here though. This is the same area we got a Platinum Bus. There's an area that's locked out and you can't access it until you do exactly this. And don't forget to pick up the crafting recipe. And we're gonna continue. Oh, we've got a party invite. All right, perfect timing. So we're gonna go ahead, go right back into town, and hopefully we can RNG at least 2 reds would be nice. So we're gonna go click on the thing. This is basically the same as trading again, although this one, oh, hold on, let me go to my stash. Let me give you an alch for it. And we're gonna go ahead and trade. All right, so this is gonna increase our damage by quite a bit, and it also makes so the gems are supported by increased area effect. And the 10 mana kill. This is actually pretty nice. And obviously the increased damage is mainly what we want it for. But we're going to have to do some luck on it. We're going to need to try to get at least 2 reds. 3 reds is excellent. Ideally, I want 1 green because I guess I can throw in like... I probably shouldn't push my luck here though. You know, I'm just not going to push my luck because... You know, 1, it's a waste of these, and like this thing isn't really worth that much. But it is going to significantly increase our damage for sure. So now that we have this, oh, you know what? This granted us 10 extra intelligence. And now my character doesn't have the intelligence to use probably this gem. Or what is it? Oh, the Dex is what I don't have. All right, well, remember, in our stash, we saved that amulet for occasions like this. So that's why I recommend saving just at least some items. Oh, I'm going to lose out on my skeleton, guys. Which kind of makes me sad. But it's all right. So we'll go ahead and go back. And we will go purchase. Let's see if Clarissa has any other gems. Feel free to check out at any point some of the gems that other vendors are selling. But you can go back to previous acts too. If you're like, you know what, I have an extra slot. Never have an extra slot that's unused for your gem, especially if you can link it. Since we have blue, I think we get like added lightning damage or just anything really. Increased crit, I think is what we can get from Mina as well. Let's see. Depending on what class you play also, this matters. So right now I have an extra blue over here, and it needs to be support. The easiest way to type that in, you can just type in sup, and then it'll have all the support gems. So this will convert it. I don't really care about converting it. Ideally, you want to have this be as many reds as possible. If I had 4 reds, that'd be ideal. Or 3 reds and a green, but we'll see if there's any other support gem that we can use over here. And we'll also have to be able to use it. So there's none. You know what we're going to do? We're going to risk it because I'm down to do that. Let's see if we can get 4 reds. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, that's perfect. We can make use out of this. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and throw this back on, and then we'll go to purchase items. Let's see what other support gems. I just type in sup, and I can get onslaught, which I think have we still been upgrading this one? Faster attacks. It might have been on. No, we can throw on faster attacks, or we can throw on onslaught, extra accuracy, but I'm not going to throw that in. I'd rather just have onslaught, and that will grant us extra attack and move speed. And you guys know I'm all about attacking super fast in the very beginning. We're also going to, if I wanted to get swords, because I do want to get enough currency for a sword upgrade here. I also want to make sure that 30, okay, we're at 30 right now. I want to make sure I have, ooh, actually, can we use, ooh, we could probably use the rage, or is it, am I upgrading it yet? I might be upgrading it already. Or did I put it in my stash? There's a rage gem that I actually want to make use out of. Unless I accidentally sold it. Poacher's Mark. Purity. Sometimes you just have to mouse over all of them. Let me see. Here it is. Rage support. Alright. So this is the gem that I actually kind of want to use. Let's see. I do like all those. But this is a mechanic that we'll get more value out of as we hit. I should do this probably when we do our Ascendancy, which would be like 40 something. Right now I feel like we're doing really good damage. I could just start scaling and getting a lot more health as well, but I want to grab these so I can move a little bit faster too. So I'm going to actually path over here and we'll start getting frenzy charges. But I want to make sure that at basically level like 40ish that I make sure I'm able to get the rage nodes, as that is something that's very important. But we'll get a massive amount of increased damage now with this item. So we'll go back to Act 3, and we will continue. And it'll always show the main quest of like Sever the Right Hand. That's the one we're doing right now. And let's go ahead. Oh, we actually lost out on our... Actually, I like having my buffs so I don't accidentally hit them on another button. And we still have this. Perfect. And we're good to go. I still want to level this up, so I'll put this in over here. Ooh, we one-shotted those guys real fast. The Molten at the very bottom. We got him. And since our onslaught is... What the heck? Dude, that guy popped. He was a loot box. So I'm going to pick these all up since we're just at the start anyways. And I can... Okay, Onyx Amulet is really awesome. Grab these two. I'm probably not going to get a better armor in the... Some of these, it'll be like allies can't die, and you'll have to kill one of those guys first. Let's see, what do we have room for? We can pick up this ring. Probably pick up belt too. I'm just gonna see if there's any upgrades here because I can definitely use a better helm. The chest piece probably not. The boots probably an upgrade as well. I'm not using this to really sell. Actually, we just do this right now. If I had the scrolls of wisdom, but I put them all in my stash. Okay, let's go. And we will go ahead and see what we got. Well, actually, we need to identify the items. Unfortunately, there's no like Deckard Cain over here in this game. But I usually like to have my portal scrolls, and I guess I also put those over here. I like to have these right over here. It just makes so as soon as I hit inventory, I can portal out if I like desperation. It really doesn't matter right now because you're not going to run into a situation where it usually matters. Let's see. Not going to be useful. If the boots don't have movement speed, I don't even need to read the rest of it. It's just not going to be something that's good. Actually, 58 life is not bad. I'm not going to waste like an alch on this, but I'll go ahead and swap this out. Just because that one has no stats. But it's not bad. I can definitely use an essence on it.
Still breathing, eh?
Just so I can get something. I doubt this is going to be better, but you never know. Sometimes it's worth it to do rings, I think. And this is pretty much it. I don't really care about that. And I don't know why that was even there. Let's see. What's our current one? The only reason why we're running is just 39 life. Not really. Elemental damage with attack skills can be good, but not really necessary for us currently right now. Like if I had just like some stats to dex so I can swap. I mean, honestly, the amulet I'm using, it doesn't really matter right now. We're one-shotting these guys, which is awesome. It's actually an area that I want to hug the right side right now. Because there's a side area that I like getting that waypoint for it. Or at least the area revealed so when I come back, I have easy access to the library. Because in this act, we basically get majority of our skills so we can start leveling them all up. So this is a whetstone. I'll show you guys what a whetstone does. I wouldn't recommend using it on this, but I'm going to do it for the sake of showing you guys because it's the point of the video. So if I improve the quality of the weapon, what it's going to do 99% of the time, there's like some exceptions to maybe something, but pretty much what it does is it's going to increase the physical damage. So you'll see right now it's 68 to 101, 69 to 102. You also want to increase the quality of an item before you start modifying it. Now, early on, it's just you just modify them, like with those chromatic orbs or not necessarily chromatics, but if I was to modify the item, like I want more chance of it having like more linked sockets or something like that before modifying it, that's generally what you'd want to do. Let's see, so we have 14 life. Ooh, we got a Jade Flask. So this is going to be nice. It's going to grant us extra evasion. So we'll pop it for bosses. At this point, we got use that as well. And we got our our Vol Righteous Fire. Unfortunately, it goes away when you warp into the next zone. So we'll do this right now and get the waypoint, and we're actually going to warp back later. I guess we can do this. I still want that Chaos Orb. But one thing I want to show off, since I just got that Jade Flask, which is actually really nice to get early on in the game, I'll show you exactly what it does. So what it does is grants us 3,000 evasion rating, which usually it's kind of rare to get one this early. But you'll see if I move my face out of the way, we have armor 121, so we have 50% damage reduction from physical. Our evasion rating is insanely high because we happen to have this item that I purchased, which grants us like 1,000. It's like 400 plus another 500 while on full life. But if I pop this, our evasion rating goes from 1,700 to 6,000, which makes us have 83% chance to not take any damage from an attack if we roll, like if it rolls to be evasion on it. So that's actually pretty big. Let's see what this does. Ooh, this adds so much more damage. Wait, let's see. What is this? 102. Oh, by the way, you cannot just add, like, if I go, like, what's it? Bust out my calculator. I don't have it. Usually I use my phone. Anyways, if I go, I can't do 29 plus 28 plus 3 for low, and then, like, go 46, 44, 53, add all those numbers up, and I can't divide that by, like, a number to get an average. The reason why I can't do that is I have different scaling on physical damage, and I have different scaling on elemental damage. I don't really have elemental damage scaling, except for I have this, but I have a lot more physical scaling. So even though something could add a lot more, like, let's say elemental damage, and you could think that it adds up to be more damage, you could check your stat sheet, but honestly, it's not the most accurate. Even with, like, Path of Building and other tools, there's just a lot of things that's just not accurate. So you just kind of have to be like, you know, is it actually better? Because some things don't always work on, like, a basic attack. You could say, while an enemy is maimed, while an enemy is poisoned, they take X amount of extra damage. And that can be something to also factor in, for sure. Now I'm noticing we're kind of, like, lacking on the mana. Oh. I love these little warriors that get summoned. It makes melee so much better in this game. So what do we have for field? Oh, another Alk. All right. Okay. We also got another wolf pelt, which if I could pick it up, which could be an upgrade as well. This is more dex. I would actually prefer this. I'm using Herald of Ashen here, though. Do I need to have Herald of Purity? Yes, I need all of these. So unfortunately, even though this is kind of better, I need the colors right now. I'm not gonna try to reroll. Actually, I could use this just to show you guys. I rolled 4, but none of them were the red ones. I mean, this one's gonna, since it's evasion's generally gonna have that one. I'm not gonna waste using like a fuser on it, but if it was like 4 linked green, I would probably just try to swap to it and maybe swap colors. And I don't have to use it for my main skill. I can use it for other things. Hello Bear, what level am I? I'm 31. We're in Act 3 right now. This guy. And you'll see if once I pop that Jade Flask, he probably won't even hit me at all, which is insane to have that much evasion this early on in the game. Again, you usually won't get a Jade Flask, but it's not that big of a deal. It's not like I'm on the verge of dying. But generally, this class usually, well, not Zerker, but like Marauder in general will have a lot more armor. I like to get evasion in the very beginning of the game is huge because you don't really need very much of it to get value out of it. So like I said, we're actually gonna go. We could go to library. Oh, actually, let's go to these. We'll actually have to come back, but it's fine. So the general, I believe, is just straightforward. Oh, this is awesome. So this is how you can get an essence. And we're gonna get one. Look at all that massive amount of damage. Woo, there we go. And what do we have that we can throw on an essence onto? So this one over here. So you see, I went too fast. This last time I did it way too fast. So you see on the one-handed weapon, this is what it does. On a two-handed weapon, on gloves, on armor, on jewelry. That, you know, it's showing you exactly what it will do on all these things. Right now, in terms of like pieces of gear that definitely need an upgrade, I feel like this ring could definitely use an upgrade. So I will go back into town. And we'll see if we can get something good on it. And one thing that's important, I'm going to remove the ring just to make sure, because this one grants me intelligence, that like something doesn't break, as in like it's like, oh, you can't equip this now. Okay, watch out. Watch me pop that Jade Flask. Oh, we got a 2-stone ring. That's exactly what I wanted. The most important resistance to get early on in the game is probably going to be actually fire resist. Maybe we'll actually get some mana later as we level up. We actually have a stat point we need to put into something.
I fought for God. Who do you fight for, Exile?
Okay, so it's cold and lightning. 14's like okay. I want to check out my defenses right now. I need more fire resistance than anything, so this would be perfect. So what we're going to do is we will slam this onto this. And now we gained 13 strength, extra physical damage, extra mana, extra lightning resistance. Oh, this is just fantastic. Nice. And now our fire resistance. Oh, it's cold and lightning. I'm colorblind, I guess. I swear I thought that was red. I'm like, all right, perfect. We get some extra fire resist. That's what we need. What I should have done is got a two-stone amulet that was fire resistance. I'm gonna be playing PoE all day. I'll play Fortnite tonight and we'll play some PoE. That's at least my plan for right now. So we actually killed General Gravis over here. I talked to Marmoa for our reward. Actually, we can just I'll use a portal scroll for once. I think I have another two-stone ring. Like I saved those specifically. So we have Tectonic Slam, Ancestral War Chief. This thing is quite nice as well. It's Earthquake, Ice Crash, Cyclone. I'm gonna pick up Cyclone because people like Cyclone, and it's another skill that I can just actually kind of main right now. So instead of our little Molten thing that we've been using for a while, we're gonna do Whirlwind, Cyclone, and we're gonna remove the Ancestral Call because we can't use this with Whirlwind. We also can still use melee physical. We're going to move Molten Strike. And now we can go add fire damage to it. And we can do... This doesn't work with Cyclone. You'll see that there's an X on it. And we can get... what else can we add? Melee physical damage. Let's see what else was I leveling up. I can get Rage actually and throw that on there right now. So I can kind of show you guys how the Rage mechanic works. I do have anything. Oh, I can throw Steel Skin back on, which is kind of awesome. Okay. And we're good. Let's go ahead and continue. And now we have a whole new skill to mess around with. Talk to Gregor, because apparently he needs to be talked to. Okay, now we have to go to Piety's Lab. And the important questions here are Piety's pets and Victario's secret. Oops. Okay, so yeah, this is Piety's pets. So we will go ahead and now go back to Lonar's Temple and do this quest. So we have another passive. I think I mentioned we were going to path over here. The reason why I like pathing over here, there's a lot of good nodes, but I specifically like getting the extra melee. There's melee strike range, and on top of that, I really like Art of the Gladiator. It gives you extra attack speed and it ignores all the movement penalties from armor, which is kind of awesome to have as well. So this is our new skill. If you've played Diablo before, this is Whirlwind. What else do they call it? It's a spin and win move. Do I like Diablo or PoE more? I love both of them, to be honest. I think we were hitting harder before, but keep in mind Cyclone is level 1, and it's got to be upgraded to deal a little bit more damage. Then it'll level up much faster as we progress. But what I really need, I think, is actually some sort of mana regen. And now we're building up Rage, which is a mechanic where as we build up Rage, we get extra attack speed and attack damage. I don't know if it'll show us what Rage actually... No, it doesn't show us what Rage does. So, every 1% Rage equals 1% attack damage. That's how it works. You also get extra move speed too. Since you move a little bit slower with Cyclone, it's a little bit nicer. But Rage starts like dropping off. Like you'll see that I have like every time I hit someone, I'll generate Rage because of the gem right now. Eventually, we will be going up really fast. Like our Rage will build up way faster. It'll build up a little bit more than twice as fast that it's building up. We want to try to keep it as high as possible. There is some nodes to make it so it lasts longer, so it doesn't start like going down if we're not fighting. Let's go ahead and do this league mechanic. I think as long as we're killing stuff, we're doing okay. Because this is mana on kill. 10 mana on kill. Okay. So that's actually helping out quite a bit. Let's go see what we get for our rewards. Nothing too good right here. We also have one other ritual to go ahead and do. I need to make sure I use all the ritual words when I don't like use them all. Because I didn't know if it saved forever, which I don't know if I think it'd be cool if it just saved it forever. But I guess they want like everyone to feel like it's worth doing, so like each area has its own, then you get something out of it versus like, oh, I'm just gonna save for like really good items later down the line. Maybe that's the reason why. They didn't want people just saving up and then just going into the area and doing one and be like, all right, I choose Exalt, or I choose like, you know, currency every single time. That could be the reason. I'm actually, yeah, okay. I don't have Onslaught. I was gonna say, does Onslaught even like, gonna be even that good for this? I guess it'll like activate more times. Yeah, I love moving fast with Cyclone, as it starts off really slow, and also it's not very big, like the range, and that's another reason why we'll get that. So like in terms of our endgame build, you could use Cyclone for endgame. Like you could use any skill in PoE for endgame. Decide on the one that you want. You could, if you like the little Molten Strike ability that I was using before, you can use it. Is Chaos Light Swarm good? I would say not really competitive. But if you have fun using anything, like, you know, do what you want to do until you can't do it because your build's bad. But in terms of skill, I want to say like almost every skill can be viable in the game, unless someone's like, hey, I want to make a town portal build. Okay, well, there might be some exceptions, but like pretty much you'll be all right. So we get extra melee strike range.
You've done your ancestors proud, Kyle. Now, here's your warrior's death. Do the honorable thing and die!
My mana is gone.
Yeah, as long as we kill stuff, I think our mana problems are okay. But if we're not killing stuff, it is definitely a problem. So maybe we go throw on that. Do I have that mana flask again? Alright. Won't be able to probably build it up over here. I don't really think I need that evasion flask. Like, yeah, it definitely helps out. I could probably swap it in for one of the health potions. Ooh, we got a Colossal life flask. Nice. This be a nice little upgrade here. It's because of 1,000 life. Drop this.
Dominus loves, as he took it from me.
Colossal mana flask. Well, fortunately we can't use it until it's identified. But now we're okay. And we got a Sapphire Ring. Let's see what it does. And it grants us 10 to all attributes. It's not too bad. What am I using right now? I like the attack speed. With Cyclone, you can't really feel... Well, like, you can technically have more procs on it. But, looks like we got nothing. Deferral cost? Wait, I can't even afford this. It's 200. It's not even that good. Wait, what's this? Can I get this? No, I can't even get anything anyways. All right, well, we'll go defer... What's the cost of this? 360. I guess we'll get the transmute. We'll get that later. Okay. So now we go to the Imperial Gardens. I could go use that town portal mechanic if I wanted to, but I just want to go, like, as in like logging out, log back in. Oops, I wanted to sell my stuff. There we go. Yeah, we already. Yeah, we did it on a ring, and I didn't really like how it turned out. Because I thought it was the fire res one, but if I go to purchase items, does he have it?
Good luck.
Usually one of the vendors has it. I think it's Cassia. What's up, Platypi? How you doing?
Wherever he is, I'm sure Tolman knows what you...
And we get no 2 stone rings. Okay, let's see what other gems we can buy. Because again, as you continue in the game, you will definitely get a lot more gems to play around with. And I honestly recommend trying out everything. If I get a new gem, I'll try it out for you guys, just so you guys can like see what it looks like. Because I think a lot of people, they get a skill and they're like, I'm happy with it, but like try all of them. That's the point of the game. For me, I know what I think I've tried every skill in the game except for the ones that just came out, which is there's a new like orb skill and there's a new like fire elemental. I don't know what level you get it at, especially if you're playing this class. You're probably not gonna get it for a while. But I think I want some like extra mana. So if I wanted mana, right? Like I'm not getting enough mana. What does this do? Increase mana? Okay. I want Mana Leech, which is it's down here. And I do want a path over there anyways, but I'm also thinking about, like, I want to increase that rage, and I want to make that rage loss slower. So I'm going to put the points into it here, and it'll also give me some extra attack speed, but the most important thing is, like, that rage loss. I'm going to try that out. I haven't tried it out. As generally, I think most people skip on it. So next up, we have to go to the Imperial Gardens. So we'll go ahead and go to the barracks, and it should be, like, usually it's to the right. Hello, Budget. How you doing? I'm your third most watched streamer. Well, thank you, man. I appreciate you being here. I think it might be down here. Ancient graffiti. Okay. Ancient graffiti. Can we, like, click on it? Oh, I was gonna say usually you can click on it. Might be, let's see. Sometimes there's just a little sliver of, like, an area. It might be this. Now we're doing much better with the mana department because we're killing things. But you can see the rage builds up. It takes a long time to build it up. There we go. Let's see what we get. Armor or scrap. Alright, let's see what this grants us. That's not really that great. There's really nothing on this one. I mean, I can get the armor or scrap if there's, like, nothing. Alright, that's exactly where it's at. Yeah, that was like a nothing one, so I'm just gonna grab this. Because the scrap is more common than the whetstones. But technically you need a lot more scrap than a whetstone. Because a whetstone, like, you only have one weapon. Or two weapons if you're dual wielding. Like, you can dual wield if you want to. I just happen to have myself scaling the two-handed. So this is the item that I decided to go with. And at this point you should probably be able to afford this item. Like, there's like no way that you don't afford it. But if you can't get it, it's not a big deal at all. Ooh, there's Orb of Fusion. That's another, like, form of currency that's pretty good. I haven't checked, like, what's the ratios, but generally it's like anywhere from maybe 2 to 3, 2 to 4 of them will be worth a Chaos Orb. They're kind of more of a pricier item. Oh, I got you on that. The VIP. Let me just complete this area. Alright, so we got the plum over here. There's also a Trial of Ascendancy in this area, which, again, we want to make sure we do all of those. And we can bring the plum to Fairgraves, which is for the Swig of Hope. And, yeah. It's kind of hard to see sometimes on the mini map. Upgrade them all. Let's go. Oh, there's the trial right here. So we gotta do this. These are cool to, like, listen to.
And expect his people to be able to follow. A leader must look over his shoulder.
So this mechanic, to explain it, I probably should explain this over just, like, having. How it works is they shoot out straight from where they're, like, you see the face, like, right out of the mouth is basically where they shoot out of. So trying to get hit by him. But, like, in the very beginning, like, they're very generous on the first Ascendancy in terms of, like, do you actually need to dodge them? Later down the line, if you get hit by it, it's a pretty big deal. Like, it could be easy death, especially if there's monsters around you. Well, we're coming up pretty much to the end of this act and the boss. But there's actually one thing that's quite important. And that is to, here we go, do the library. The library over here, which is an area that will kind of access as a side area.
We do not hide in towers built of fear.
Oh, there's another one of these. So I can get my extra fire resistance that I was supposed to get before. No! Game, don't crash on me. Don't crash on me. It crashed on us. I guarantee it crashed on us. All right. This is 100% normal for day 1 of Path of Exile. I was surprised, honestly, that it lasted that long. Now, when I used to play Flicker Strike for day 1 of Legion, I crashed every 5 minutes. And don't worry, if you crash in the game, it happens, man. That's all I can say is it happens. It sucks when it does, but it's not too bad. It's like a Freetown portal, maybe, at the end of the day. And heck, I actually wanted the Essence, so it kind of sucked for me. At this point, though, it doesn't really matter that much. Later down the line, it will suck a lot more. Actually, this one did suck because I didn't even get the waypoint. It happens, though. Like, it's good that it happened to me because you might be thinking, oh, my PC can't run the game. No, dude. Path of Exile Day 1 is like this. Oh, a little bit of lag too. Like I said, the servers for day 1, and like, you might be thinking, oh, they should get way more servers. And you're not wrong. They should get more servers, or, you know, it's just, there's so many people playing this game for the first few days that, like, it's rough on the servers is all it comes down to. But as time goes on, people get either burnt out or they find the game to be too hard, and it's because they don't have this guide. They find it too hard and they get confused. They can't do the end game bosses, and it feels bad though, like, because like the game is so good, you just got to put the time into it to learn how it works. Or you could have someone just teach you it. That's a lot easier. I had one of my friends teach me the game. I didn't like learn everything on my own for sure. In fact, I almost want to say anyone that plays this game, there's no way you could just learn everything on your own and how everything works. I legitimately would say that it is impossible for someone to pick up this game and be able to know exactly how all the mechanics work without a guide. Although I don't remember where exactly that essence was. I think it was like right here. Here we go. There we go. I should have went back into town. Actually, hey, it dropped a portal scroll right for me. It's like, go back into town, don't re-log out. The reason why I recommend logging out just for the Freetown portal is because it's, if the servers are good, like sometimes if you do it too much, like the game like just kicks you out and it's annoying. But I might have that. It's cold and lightning. I need fire. Do you have one for sale?
You getting there?
I don't think he does. No. But what we need is the fire resistance one. We get the fire resistance 2-stone ring. Then we will use that on that. We also have an Orb of Chance, which it randomizes the rarity of an item. You can get a legendary item. The chances are probably low, but you can get one with the Orb of Chance. There's lots of people that do lots of different forms of gambling in the game, like gambling in currency, not like real money, but in the in-game, like you know, just hope you get the right stat, right? Okay. Like I said, I'll grant you the VIP after we defeat the boss. We got another silver coin. We can. So that time where we killed that one like enemy in the shower of all the yellow items, that was done by the silver coin. Now, usually what I do with the silver coins is I sell them, like I trade them with other players to get chaos orbs, because the chances of getting something good, I mean, honestly, in the very beginning, like just to get some yellow upgrades, it's not bad at all. But right now, where are we going? Oh yeah, we're getting this. We're getting that rage. Reduction. Now we have 40% negative rage loss. So you can see, like, let me show you this right real quick. So you can see we have 4, right? It's gonna go 3, 2, so it's gone. That's a 40%. Yeah, I guess it goes down pretty fast. But I honestly, I don't really care too much about the rage reduction. It also grants us increased attack speed. Well, that's like so small. It's really not that big a deal for the bonuses. What is important though is actually the last node grants us plus 10 rage, which grants us extra attack speed, damage, movement speed. Like it's just a nice buff overall. And I'm going to scale rage to get even more damage, because the gem that we have, the more rage we have, the more damage we get. So it like scales a lot harder, especially when you get towards the end of the game. And there's also an item that grants us extra. I can get over all my physical damage will be added as fire damage at over 100% value, which is going to be insane. But this is way later on in the game. Come on, give me fire. Oh, cold and lightning. We've been getting a lot of cold and lightning. The game knows that fire resistance is the best, so they've been holding us out on it. But right now I'm enjoying Cyclone. It's fun. I've played Cyclone for a while. In fact, Cyclone is probably one of the best skills in the game, and it's been like that for a while. In terms of melee builds, it's so good. We can defer. Oh wait, we already deferred this one. Okay, what else can we get? I can't get anything right now. A hidden item. We have 2 of these remaining. All right. Well, we'll just go ahead and continue to do more of them if there are more. Oh, another mechanic is in these bubbles, you want to stand inside of them to actually deal damage. But since we're playing melee, like, it doesn't really matter. Like, we're gonna have to be in them. Alright, we're getting to the tower rooftop now. Alright, normally I'd say make a town portal. I think they've made it so like you don't have to do this anymore. Like if you die, you just respawn. Like we did in Act 1, which was embarrassing.
I exiled an animal. Now you almost resemble a man.
Oh, so this is part of the same ritual area. Woo! So big damage. What? Okay. That guy doesn't mess around. Our life regen, even with the amount of time Cyclone is taking, isn't even enough. It's just a hard fight, I think. They definitely have scaled this one up since the last time. At least it feels like it. Unless maybe my last build was just so much better. But we're at max rage right now, so we want to maintain this, which is really easy to do. Because he just spawns enemies in.
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile? Die in awe!
This guy has multiple phases, so be careful. That one didn't even do that much damage. When he says Light of Divinity, you gotta be a little bit scared because he does a little slam. It does damage. So basically, I just don't stand in the damage. Although, I was standing in the damage perfectly fine against him, but the other, like, little trash mobs that he was summoning, those were more of a challenge. But now you can see our losing of rage. It kind of sucks. There's nothing we can do about it, but... It's only really on the campaign where there's, like, moments where you just gotta wait. I'll do Blood Rage right here as well. I'm gonna run out of mana though, because we need to be able to kill to sustain. But he will summon monsters. In fact, I want to say almost every boss in the game will pretty much summon some small monsters. Wait, why was this guy easier than the little mobs that he would summon? It was like so much easier.
The Empire dies with you, Dominus. The Karui will never again be slaves.
So we got Crematorium and Catacombs for the areas we can go to. Alright, now we can go to the Aqueduct and get to the next area.
Follow a dead river to the foot
So
of the
let
tower
us go over. Ooh, what the heck is this? There's like floating things. Is that supposed to happen, Kappa? It might be for the Ritual League and that's just like having collision issues. Okay. But we'll get to the next town and we will resume our playthrough. We'll actually need to do another Ascendancy in the the previous act, I believe. But we'll get to the next act for this part. I think it's about an hour and a half too. I don't know if they extended some of the map sizes. I definitely felt like it's been a little bit larger. Boom, he's gone. Level says 33. We're 33 perfect. So we're just like right on like par with like what we should be as far as levels go. Like you can be behind, like as in if we were level 32, that's totally fine. But you don't want to be like level 40 or something and you're stuck in the 32 area because you're just not going to get XP. I feel like some of these areas probably shouldn't have had the ritual because again they're like going off the map, which is, I mean, for me it's not that big of a deal, but I know for some people they're like, the game ruined my immersion. Oh wait, this is that's the 1,000-foot shadow or something. It's a boss. We can probably fight it. 100-foot shadow. Oh, we're doing a massive amount of damage. 2 Sun Ring fire resist. Yes, finally give us that fire resistance. What's here? Nothing. Move speed? Nope. Alright, nothing really good right here. But we'll get into the next town. And with any of the Vol skills, like, you generally want to use them before warping into the next area. There's nothing too hard here. Actually, if we do this, we can go ahead and pop our Vol Righteous Fire. Ideally, I like the skeletons because there's just so many of them. It makes it nice. So we'll pop this and we'll just get a giant extra AoE around us. Which feels good. Bam. And now what do we get? We get Armor Scrap. I think we skipped out on the other ritual, but yeah. We skipped out on the other ritual, so I'll take my transmutations and we'll warp in. And since we have the essence, right? We got the one with fire resistance. Bam, slam it in. Extra mana, extra fire res. Nice. 6% attack speed. And also, I think we'll swap that one out. As much as I like having that little 6% attack speed, I've already gotten 6% on my tree, and right now with the Whirlwind, it doesn't really matter too much, or Cyclone. It doesn't, like, the attack speed doesn't, you don't really, like, feel it. Like, with some attacks, I think they swing so slow. Like, Molten Strike, it just feels so slow with two-handers until you get some attack speed. That's why I wanted to try to prioritize it. But now, we get an extra 6% attack speed, so that losing 6 doesn't matter. More importantly, we get that 10 maximum rage, which, with our current setup right here, and if you wanted to know what we're using, Cyclone, with a rage support, which will grant us, the more rage we have, it says support attack deals 6 to 10 added physical damage while you have at least 10 rage. But per 10 rage, we get 1 to 2 extra damage, and obviously we can scale this up to be a lot better. But this is how rage works, and we will definitely be using it. But
I'm watching you.
Now we are in Act 4 over here, so let's go ahead and wrap up things for our third part of our playthrough here for Path of Exile for the full campaign. But if you enjoyed it and you made it this far, drop a like on it, because a lot of people probably haven't even made it this far. I'm not even kidding. You'd be surprised so many times how after like I just show off the skill tree, people just literally X out. It's an amazing game. There's so much content here to be consumed. But anyways, thanks for watching and tuning in for this part. Next part will be up very soon, and I'll catch you on the next one. I'm out. Peace.